Hari Om. So I shall continue this Ashtama Vibhaga, 8th Anga of Patanjali's Yoga Shastra. It's the 8th, very important one. This is the Samadhi, the Siddhi, whatever you want to call. Therefore, now I am continuing from my part 1. Everyone's mind, there will be a doubt. When you come to Samadhi, it is total, means you don't realize yourself, you don't know your existence, what is it actually, and how far it is different from deep sleep, Sushupti, or how far it is different from Dhyana, the Samadhi, that is Dhyana and Samadhi put together. You are not aware of your existence in Samadhi, point number 2. And point number 3, how far it is different from death. In the death, I don't know anybody reporting that they retain the consciousness. Death means it's total, it's something like a deep sleep continuing. So you have this Sushupti, that is the deep sleep, and then you have what is known as the Samadhi, where you get yourself merged. And what is the difference from death? Death means, as per medical understanding, that's it. It's over for the body. There is no returning back. It's due to age or due to illness. It's over. I mean, in medical science, it has been proved. So, we have to know the subtle differences. There are differences. If you take Sushupti, I have already explained in my Mandukya Upanishad commentaries. Mandukya Upanishad by Mandukya Rishi, he wrote 12 verses, and then the Karikas were written by Gaudapada, 215 Karikas we have. Okay, I'm not going deep into that. Explains very clearly, in deep sleep, it is Sushupti. What you have is, there is absolutely no error because you do not know anything. You do not see the world. There is no perception, no thought, nothing. Absolutely deep sleep, and then there is ignorance. Now, what is ignorance? The ignorance of you wanting to come back to your body and again see the world. See, in Vedic knowledge, the real knowledge as per Vedas is not your physics or chemistry, E is equal to mc squared, or water boils at 100 degrees centigrade, or mathematics a plus b the whole square is a squared plus 2ab plus b squared. No. In Vedas, in Vedic knowledge, the knowledge means realization of self. So that there is no punarapi maranam, punarapi jananam. You have that merged in total consciousness. Only when you start perceiving things as a universe, as mathematics, as your friend, as your relations, that is what is known as ignorance. Even your a plus b, the whole squared, is ignorance as per high Vedas, high Vedic knowledge. Therefore, in the third Sushupti, you have the ignorance, but there is no error. What is error? You don't see anything, you don't hear anything, you don't think anything. All your 5 indriyas are shut. But what is the ignorance? The ignorance is you come back to your daily life. The body, the jiva comes back and then kick starts, and then you see, you dance, you go and do all these vyavaharas of this universe, of this worldly life. In Samadhi, what happens is, there are 2 versions, but the main version is, when you go into a Samadhi, you are not even aware of the existence, means you are giving up all your vyavaharas, your attachments, your desires, your kama, krodha, moha, everything, just like it's a deep sleep. But like in a meditation, you are aware of the existence, but in that Samadhi state, you are not ignorant. You don't respect the knowledge of the universe, the vyavahara knowledge, the daily life knowledge. You are totally impartial to the worldly emotions and worldly characters and worldly perceptions. Even you may behave, even as Bhagavan says, Ramana Maharishi says, you may walk, you may talk, you may eat, but nothing will have an effect. You may not eat for hunger. You may not talk to develop your friendship or develop your enmity, or to just be counterproductive to the other man. Nothing we do that in the Samadhi stage. Whereas, once a death takes place, yes, it is total consciousness, It is something like a samadhi. But it is here where I told you about Patanjali's Yoga Shastra. Patanjali's Yoga Shastra is very clear, especially if you take, I quoted some words, but some more words I will quote. This verse of the first chapter, if you go to Patanjali's Yoga Shastra, it's all available in the net also, or you can buy the books. Especially lovely translations are done by Arlington Center in USA. Beautiful translations, I have gone through those translations. In the very first chapter itself, verse number 19, I discussed the bhava, the pratyaya, the videha prakriti layanam. Layam, we say, in Tamil also we say he's laichu poirkan, they will say. That means, layana means he gets merged, immersed. Now, what is that verse? When Patanjali says, bhava or bhava, pratyayaha, videha prakriti. That means what happens is, see, once the earthly body is gone, while the earthly body was living, the latent impressions are developed. That is there. So when the death that takes place, the body is gone. What happens? There are the latent impressions are also dissolved in the nature, but they don't merge with the Ishvara, the pure awareness. They are likely to be reborn. That is what he says, videha prakriti, another prakriti, means poetic way of telling that you are again reborn, and reborn in some other form, not with the five senses. You may not see the universe of sun and moon and stars. You may see a universe of different thing, or you may be aware of your existence, but your perception may not be what you see, lakes and rivers and mountains and stars and sun. There may be something else, we do not know. So you go to the videha prakriti, because the latent impressions, though dissolved in nature, are likely to be reborn. That is one verse. In the death, what happens is, as per your karma, that is what Bhagavan says. We have seen those. Vasamsi jirnani yatha vihaya navani grihnati naraha aparani tata sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani samyati navani dehi. That's what it goes into another. Tiruvallur beautifully says, no? Piravi kadal neenduvar neendar iraivanadi seradar. If you don't go and merge with that, you will piravi kadal neenduvar. You will again be born in this sagara, samudra sagara of birth and death. All sages say in all our fields, in all our languages, everything borrowed from Vedas only, everything borrowed from Gita only. And if you see what Patanjali's Yoga Shastra, if you go to verse number 24 in the first chapter itself, Arlington's, I told you, is a very fantastic. They have what they have done is marvelous translations, perfectly tallying with the Sanskrit. I don't know how they learned our Sanskrit. Must be some assistance from our Indian scholars. Now, what they say, what he says, Patanjali, in this 24th shloka, or the first vibhaga itself, Klesha karma vipaka. Klesha karma vipaka ashaihi. Ashaihi. Aparam stritaha. I told you that. Apara mrishtaha. Purusha videsha ishvaraha. The Purusha, it becomes, what happens is, the klesham is the cause of suffering. Klesham means difficulty, suffering. Is the karma. Now, karma is karma vipaka, means the fruition of a karma. When the karma, the result for a karma is there. Every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. You cannot deny that. So beautifully, that's a science. You are responsible for your own actions. That's it. Nobody can die for you, or you cannot die for anybody, because you have the body inside. Even mother and son are different, they say. So you are responsible. Your mother will advise you, your father will advise you, don't do things which are evil. But if you do evil, if you don't study well, you are not educated. Simple. If a man drinks alcohol, he dies. So then the Purusha Videha is a Ishvara. Now, if you go and merge through the Samadhi, after Dhyana, you come to the Samadhi, and if you happen to merge with the Ishvara, the pure awareness, They really don't, some of the authors call it as Ishvara, but technically it is pure awareness. That is what the Purusha, they all the Vedic rishis refer to pure awareness only. So, if you don't merge with the pure awareness, then what happens? Again you are reborn. These latent impressions, though dissolved in nature, will enter the Videsha Prakriti, the foreign Prakriti. That means, it's a poetic way of saying that you will be reborn in another form, another matter, another universe, another conceptualized different universe. We do not know what type of universe you will be seeing in a different body. So, therefore, the death, what happens? As Patanjali says, the body is gone. The latent impressions are dissolved, but they are likely to be reborn. Whereas in a samadhi, you get into the frequency of merging yourself with the Ishvara, the pure awareness, that is the Purusha. So once if there is the Purusha, you merge with that through the samadhic way of meditation, then samadhi, you enter into the samadhi. There is no rebirth. You see Chandogya Upanishad, you see Brihadaranya Upanishads, all very clearly says this Avartana will not be there. That's it. That means you will not enter into the consciousness of perception. You will not possess these five indriyas or senses or some other sensory senses. We don't know. This is not the finality. The human the body is not the finality, or the star and moon is not the finality. The star and moon may exist because you perceive like that they are existing and you are feeling them. All the five senses of feeling, perception, feeling, touching, all these things, hearing and smelling and all, belongs to this pancha indriyas of this body. They may not exist at all in some other body. We don't know. Therefore, in order to prevent the rebirth, if you go into that samadhi and click to the frequency of the Ishvara, the Purusha, that is his Iraivanadi Serapattava Piravi Kadal Neendar Neenduva Iraivanadi Serada. Beautifully, Thiruvalluvar says, our Tirumurais and Thiruvalluvar, we can go on talking, but the point is, this is the science. Now, what is the science? Matter cannot be created or destroyed. It's the fundamental science which I have told you, Antonio Velozier has established, and Einstein approved. Not only Einstein, all the other scientists of today, without which you cannot build any science. There is no science. You are standing on a liquid gas. There is no earth solid for you to stand. Everything will get, you are multiplying the big sum with zero. Answer will be zero. Therefore, matter cannot be created or destroyed. There will be a rebirth again and again in various forms. Even with the total weight of the body, life force and the body molecular weight for a living man will be also exactly equal to after his death. The energy left from his body, if you catch it, and the body which is cremated, for example, carbon or sulfur and all, it is converted. Total weight, you catch it, weigh it both exactly same as there was the life force in his, as he was alive. 70 kilos means 70 kilos. For example, I am telling. But changes its form. After his death, the body, when cremated or burnt or whatever it is, it changes its form. The molecules change its form. Absolute perfect science in Hinduism. Absolutely perfect. There is no other faith which talks about all these things. It's a beautiful science. So, in Samadhi, when you hit on that frequency and merge, you travel on that frequency, like if you travel on the frequency of BBC radio station, you click and then you hear BBC. If you want to go to All India Radio, you turn your knob, you go to All India Radio. So, if you go on that frequency of a Samadhi, thinking of the Purusha, and you merge with your Purusha, no Punarapi Maranam, Punarapi Jaranam is prevented. Okay, my dear friends, the more of it we shall see in the next session. This is the 8th part 2, 8th Vibhaga of Patanjali, and part 2 I will extend this to some more. Till such time, Bhuyat Tavat Shubhamangala. Hari Om.